Hey everybody, in this video I want to talk about some communication and charisma tips, charismatic tips, however you want to call it, surrounding Bill Clinton. Now, if you have ever been into the social skills or just communication tips world, a lot of people reference Bill Clinton because he's just so charismatic each time he walks into the room. And so I want to explain a little experiment that I've been doing and what I've learned over the years as I've been learning about Bill Clinton. So one of the most common things you'll hear from various people who have met and interacted with Bill is that when you see him, you feel like you're the only person in the room, you're the most important, and that's how he just draws you in and makes himself so charismatic. So after hearing this numerous times from various sources, I started testing this out in my own life. Just to not out of a sense of like a grasp for power or anything like that, but just because I wanted to improve my own social skills and be more communicative, an active listener, and a better communicator. And so what I realized was, I'm not really noticing any reaction or effect when I do this. I started testing it out and really making sure that when I'm listening to someone, they feel like they're the only person in the room, that my attention is completely on them, that I'm not focused or distracted by my phone. And it's not always easy because sometimes your attention just gets split or you get bored and you want to check your phone and stuff like that. But there were times where I was pretty sure that was my focus. I wasn't checking my phone or anything. And I didn't really notice any effect or response from the people. Like they weren't like, wow, you're really focused on me, thank you for listening, I sense that you're appreciating me more. That's what I was expecting. Nope, they were just kind of like going about their day, saying what they have to say and then moving on. If anything, maybe they were talking a little bit more, and maybe on an unconscious level they felt like they were being more appreciated and listened to more. However, that was it. Now, nowadays, as I'm learning and doing more research about communication and women, and basically just research on Bill Clinton, I realized that there was something I was missing. And long story short, it's the fact that, Bill Clinton, in his case, those effects get magnified because of his status, his stature, and the attention of the people around him in the room. When he walks into a room, all the eyes of everyone is focused on him. So when he focuses on one specific person, it magnifies that effect because everyone else in the room feels that, and the person who he's talking to also feels that. So they feel so much more important. As an average person, I don't get the same effect because I don't have that status or power or whatever. So simply put, you're not going to get these outsized reactions from that because of the byproducts that people fail to recognize or mention. And I learned this myself through a scientific book by Cindy Meston and David Buss on women, and one of the case studies profiles was exactly that. She kind of reveals why she felt that way when a man, it wasn't Bill Clinton, when a man focused his attention on her. It was because everyone else in the room was focused on him. So long story short, what does that mean? Of course, obviously you still want to show your appreciation and respect and attention to someone when they're talking. It's just a respectful thing to do and will lead to more good communication and active listening. However, don't expect to see some outsized reactions or returns as you might with a Bill Clinton unless you get to a extremely high social status or local, even a local environment where everyone else really recognizes you or pays attention to you when you're in the room. So that's that. Still worth doing, but I'm not expecting to see any outsized returns from it. I think on a subtle level, people will notice. People do care when you're not really paying attention. I definitely notice. I definitely see a bunch of dudes who I'm talking with, and you could tell they're not really giving a crap. They're not listening. They're checking their phones when you're talking. And to me, it's disrespectful, but it's not to a point where I'll call it out. But it'll give me a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. So definitely still worth doing. Enjoy, subscribe, see you in the next video.